What is going on YouTube? So today I am watching 10 scary videos that make grown men squeal. This comes from Goose Pimples. We've seen his channel. We love his channel. If you're wondering what is behind me here, this is a card that my son made for me at nursery for Father's Day. It says, "Daddy, you are fantastic." What a gangster. Anyways, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Just subscribe if you're not new and you haven't subscribed yet. Just subscribe because I like it. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Come on then, let's go.
I've already seen plenty of scary videos online.
Loads, mate.
Be sure to get your spare pants ready because none of them will catch you off guard as much as this one sent to us on Instagram by our lovely viewer Abiodun from Kano, Nigeria. A huge shout out to him for requesting our analysis of this scary video. Take a look. Most paranormal believers would likely put this down to a very hyper...
That really annoyed me because I heard something in my house at the same time. God, why does this happen always when I'm about to record, mate?
This poltergeist with a thirst for destruction. But let's stop for a moment and try to figure out what actually happened here. After a little digging, it turns out that queries like, "Can an office chair explode?" are pretty popular on Google. According to FlexiSpot, a reputable office furniture brand, office chairs can actually explode, though it's quite rare. The culprit? A failure in the pneumatic cylinder that adjusts the height, which contains compressed gas. So what causes this?
Bloody hell.
It boils down to a few key factors. Manufacturing defects, overloading, and excessive heat are the most common. But could this be the reason why that chair was shooting for the stars? Probably. But what are your thoughts? Let us know.
Mate, could you imagine?
Thank you to Abiod.
Could you imagine he was on it? Well, I mean, it obviously probably wouldn't have done that, but like, Christ, what would it have done if he was on that?
For requesting our analysis of this video. Found a creepy video you'd like us to feature? Send us the link on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. And also, if you enjoy scary videos like this, subscribe and click the bell icon to get a new notification every time we upload a new
Do that for me as well, please.
Number 9.
Subscribe.
Frights. If you live in the UK or anywhere surrounding, you'll remember everybody gazing into the stars to see the whimsical design of nature that was the Northern Lights a few weeks ago. While most people
I actually did.
Fantastic shots to reminisce on,
got some great pictures.
Guy caught something that had him sleeping with his lights on that night.
Yo.
If you missed it, don't worry, it's a little bit hard to spot, so let's slow it down and zoom. One
thing. I don't understand why he would screen record or record him recording. Do you know what I mean? He's recording his phone recording.
Zoom in.
But why?
There is a shadow figure traipsing across the shot. The OP seems to think it looks like a man in a top hat, but he swears that there was nobody with him at the time. Could it be a spirit or an otherworldly entity drawn to the energy of the Northern Lights? To be fair, it's not every day that you catch a ghostly apparition on camera, especially not one with such a distinct look. On the other hand, the guy was using long exposure on his phone, which means the camera
could that not
open longer, capturing any movement or
could that not have just been
clearer,
a person there, but
and loads of the dazzling photos that people got that night were captured this way, and it works best if you keep the camera still, which this guy wasn't doing. But even with that in mind, it's still creepy to think that there was a solitary figure just wandering around at stupid o'clock. Could it have been something from the other side? Or was it just a guy trying to get a photo of the lights, which the OP somehow missed?
You decide.
They were right in front of his eyes. Let us know what you think about this one.
Okay.
Number 8.
I will.
Who's there? Ghost tracker and communication apps usually get shut down from the get-go, but the video this guy made using one was so interesting we just had to have a look.
Before we go ahead with this one, let me know what you guys think about the apps on the phones, because I've heard way more negative than I have positive about them. It's always doesn't work, or it brings up things like trigger words will trigger certain responses and this. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know what you
He
think.
didn't think it was real or that it was actually going to work, but he was.
I've never used one personally,
paranormal
so
punch in the face.
So this app we contact claims to use AI to connect to the spirit realm and let you talk to ghosts. I am obviously skeptical, but I'm curious. So I thought I'd use it, give it a shot, and record myself. So let's see how this works. Is there a spirit here with me?
Yes, there is a spirit here with you.
Okay. What's your name?
You know my name.
I know your name. Alright. Have we met before?
Why are you acting like this?
no. Even if this is fake, you know my name. Shut up. Answer the question.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little cold and everything is dark in here. Why do you have the lights out?
It's actually daytime in my house.
I've been calling you all day, baby, and you've been ignoring me. If something's wrong, say so. Let's talk about this. It's making me very angry.
What the fuck? Was that just a little freaking shadow as well, mate?
The
If he says-
flying over was a bit creepy, but it wasn't even the scariest part. Just as he picks up the camera and pans it down.
It fucking was,
the
mate.
doorway.
Oh my god!
Or what is that? There was nobody behind him in that doorway for the whole video, so where did it come from? Granted, someone could have been hiding behind the wall and just stepped out when he was shaking the camera around, but surely if they were faking a video, they'd go bigger than that, right? The other spooky thing about this video is
Why do the legs all
app he
the
was
legs? Why do the
using
hair on my
for
legs?
Contact has now been completely removed from any app or Play Store. We've googled it high and low too, and there is absolutely no trace of it anywhere. What happened here? Could a paranormal app actually work? Have any of you heard of or used this app before, and did you have any experiences as a result? Let us know in the comments. Number 7. Floating High. When this video was initially posted by Paranormal and Polska,
Bloody hell, mate.
the
I've not got
UFO
over that last one
community
yet.
by storm. It was sent to them by a loyal reader who obtained the clip from a friend who lived in the Netherlands. He said
Sometimes
he
I just
noticed
don't. It's so
strange
scary. I don't even have it in me to
silently near his
react.
house, and he whipped out his phone to record it before it flew out of view. Take a look.
UFO.
UFO? Yeah, what the hell is that?
Co to kurwa jest? Ale jaja.
Paranormal and Polska conducted their analysis on the video, which is why you can see the zoomed in window in the bottom right corner of the screen. They say that after this analysis, it certainly wasn't a balloon, and they have no idea what it could be due to the darkness of the night, but they were intrigued by the way the object seemed to rotate 90 degrees as it floated on by.
Anyone who uses a drone, let me know if it's a drone.
Focused on the shape of the object and how it moves, claiming that somebody could have just let go of a big bunch of balloons in the sky. They were floating along and it really freaked people out.
That doesn't look like a balloon though, does it?
But
Let's be
both
honest.
the uploader and the UFO experts team seem convinced it has to be something else. So what do you think? UFO or what? Let us know. Number 6. Mirror Mirror.
Okay, I don't like
Paranormal
mirror ones.
community, there are a few big no-nos. Don't use a Ouija board if you know what's good for you.
Don't ever use a Ouija
chairs
board.
near your bedside, and don't get too
Don't ever use a Ouija board. And if you have before, comment what your experience was, because, like, personally, I'm never, ever, ever going to touch a Ouija board. Nope. No. I I love my family way too much to get followed home by something.
Too comfortable with mirrors because many seem to believe that they are portals to the other side. And these guys found that out the hard way. Check out what happened when one of them stared into the mirror for a little bit too long.
Oh, for crying out loud, mate. Wait. Mate, if it looks back at her, video done, mate. How is that mirror moving at 3 FPS, mate?
What is? Your reflection is
Christ.
Well, your reflection, so it's meant to move with you. And that reflection was as still as anything as they moved and stepped back. So what the hell was in
Why do they use that eye all the time? I hate that eye.
And mention the dreadful quality of the video, both in picture quality and lag. But surely there wouldn't be that big a delay, right?
Yeah, that quality was
that and the angle
horrific.
of the camera, or it could quite easily have been edited. They could have done some video magic and edited a clip in such a way that the portion of the person in the mirror was paused while their actual self was moving freely. But that's just a theory, because there must be a general fear of mirrors in the paranormal community for a reason. Do you have any hot takes? Let us know.
Oh, that's like that, I'm not even going to say it.
Number 5.
Anyone who knows it, Mary in the mirror. No thanks. I didn't want to say it.
Riding motorbikes comes with a bucket load of risks to consider. While worrying about all of those, this guy was hit with something he never could have anticipated.
Oh, we've seen this one. It's like the guy from the left. Where did he come from? And where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Do you know what I mean? Odd.
There is a lot to unpack here, so let's just start with the context. The guy said that the person who walked out in front of him only bolted towards him at the last second, but it does seem like they were walking across the road for quite a while before he caught up. The biker also says that he didn't feel the person's presence at all. This is strange because he clocked that someone or something ran straight into his bike.
He just appeared almost.
What was it? Looking through the comments, some viewers took it upon themselves to enhance the video to see if they could make out a distinguishable face, and nobody was able to. It's human in shape, wearing human clothes and all that jazz, but where the hell is its face? And where did it go right after the biker drove past? It's a little suspicious that he didn't stop to see what happened, but it might have just been adrenaline. Is this a road phantom or a close call? Number 4.
Weird.
Unexpected visitor.
Oh, okay.
When someone shows up at your house unannounced, it tends to throw you off course. But when it's one of your friends or a family member, you can normally...
Nah, mate, I'm weird. I'll order food from, say, Deliveroo or Uber, other brands available. And I'll still, like, get annoyed when people knock on the door. I hate people coming to my door. Hate it.
Let it slide.
Don't come to my door.
But what do you do, however, when it's someone or something that you don't know?
What is that?
That's what happened to this woman when she began getting strange notifications on her Ring doorbell when she wasn't at home.
Why did it do that to me, mate?
First.
What? Why are they laughing, mate? I hate that as well. Why did it come up saying ha ha ha?
As weird as this is, it could just be a woman wandering around in the road, but we can't help but notice her dress.
And also the fact she's got half a fucking head, mate.
Victorian style, which again could just be what this woman decided to wear while aimlessly walking around in the middle of the night.
Nope.
I'm with him.
Nope.
That doesn't make it any less terrifying. The strange antics don't stop there though, because it seems as though this supposed spirit wanted to be heard as well as seen.
Okay. I would fucking throw up. I'm sorry for my swearing. I would throw up. Look at the shadow.
Whatever this thing is, it does not sound friendly. After nobody let the lovely Anna into the house, she went and tried her luck in the shed.
Oh God. The lack of camera angle is what makes that scary.
Pretty creepy, but did you notice the clear shadow just off screen to the right? Could this be the silhouette of creepy Anna? Why
So I'm having to move myself as well, because, you know,
out of the shot, though?
in the corner and that.
Sus, innit? Could it truly be a roaming spirit?
Do that?
Or
It's a bit
someone
sus,
trying to
innit?
give us the run around?
Innit?
Number 3, wheeler dealers. This one's a bit mental, so stick with us.
Okay.
Heard of ghosts who haunt houses, ghosts who possess bodies of the living, and even ghosts who still try slogging away in offices. But have you ever heard of a ghost who goes...
I'd hate that, mate. I've said this before in previous videos. Imagine being a ghost and you're stuck doing your 9 to 5. Screw that, mate. No way.
wild on the BMX?
I'm haunting everyone. Sorry?
You might be thinking that somebody just pushed the bike with a hell of a lot of gusto. But how much power would you have to put behind that to get a bike to ride itself?
Nah, do you know what? I used to ride and you could do that easily. I mean, that's great. The fact that he's managed to do that through the buildings and stuff, that takes a lot of luck to do that and for it to carry on. But used to be able to launch the bike from riding it, jump off the back, and it just carries on.
That fast for that long.
Fairly easy.
Surely it would topple or waver at least a bit.
Nah.
The pedals aren't moving, so there's nobody pedaling. So what invisible BMX maestro is this? Also, why were they recording anyway? The bike's already travelling at the speed of bloody sound. So where would they get the initiative to whip out their phone and record it before it had zoomed straight by?
Well, there you go.
Whatever
It's
happened
obviously
here,
fake.
It's interesting to say the least.
I mean, it's
Number
great.
2,
But
session.
that is just someone who's thrown the bike,
There's
because I've done it
nothing
before.
quite like getting the boys over, cracking open a few cans and hanging out. And these guys were feeling those good vibes when they decided to get the guitar out and start jamming. But they didn't think they had an audience until they watched the
Have I
footage.
seen this before? Oh yeah. Fuck off, mate. That made me jump and I didn't even see it yet.
Whatever was pressed against that window, it was either asking for an encore or warning them to keep it down. It looks pallid and tall, which are two things we
Turn that
usually
shit
associate
off.
with paranormal beings. But there are some reservations to be
Jesus.
had.
Apologies,
when you
there's been
look
so
at
much
how the
swearing in
guy
this one.
controlled the
I
camera.
don't know why.
He panned to the window, and there was nothing there. Panned to the guitarist, and lo and behold, something appeared.
Slender
at the
man
second
looking
he panned it back.
MFer.
It's a classic technique if you want someone to run on screen and then run off again.
I don't like this.
And with no real backstory, we don't know if there wasn't another friend at the hangout who did this. But how did they manage to make themselves so uncanny valley levels of terrifying? What do you think happened here? Number 1. The Plantation House. When you go on a haunted tour or a ghost walk, you're usually expecting a good chunk of storytelling and maybe even some scare actors employed to give you a hair-raising time. But when this
That's
family
horrible.
went on a tour of the Myrtles plantation in Louisiana, they got way more than they bargained for. To add a little context, this plantation was built in the 18th century and has since been transformed into a bed and breakfast for tourists to stay in. But throughout history, there have reportedly been 10 murders within the house and surrounding grounds, and a lot.
You just wouldn't go back, would you? Do you know what I mean? It's such bad luck, obviously.
One of the more common sightings is that of a little girl called Kate who lived on the plantation and tragically died of typhoid at the age of 3. There is a photo of her hung on the walls of the plantation, but that wasn't the last that anyone saw of her.
Bless her.
When this family went on their tour, they took a photo and realised that they were not the only people in it. If you look closely at the left side of the mirror, there is a face that looks suspiciously like Kate's. The family swear up and down that they were the only people in that room at that time and have no idea who the mysterious figure is. But with such a rich history, it would be more surprising if there weren't any paranormal encounters there. But is it true? Have you ever been to Myrtles Plantation? If so, let us know your experience down below.
Goose Pimples. Okay then. I feel like Goose Pimples is one of those channels where they don't really miss. But listen guys, if you like the video, subscribe please, because we're just hit 400 and we're going to hit 500 and then I'm going to be doing a ghost hunt in real life. So subscribe if you want to see me poo myself. Have a nice evening. Peace.